Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing a quick comparison video between the Xiaomi triple drivers, or also known as the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs, to the KZ ZS5s. So these are quad driver earphones and these are triple driver earphones. Sorry about the noise, by the way. So first off, with the KZ ZS5s you have quad drivers, so 4 drivers in each earphone, and that's 2 balanced armature drivers and 2 dynamic drivers. So 2 balanced armatures and then 2 dynamics in each earphone, and then 2 dynamics and 1 armature in each earphone on the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs. So first off, starting with the build quality. So the build quality on the KZ ZS5s, you have an all plastic design on the shell. It has this very futuristic type of look to it if you look closely. Then of course you have the ear hooks which go around your ears, which I'm not really a fan of. Some of you guys might be a fan of that. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. But with the hooks, you do have the removable wires. So that's a huge plus, because if your wires do break, which is very common, they start breaking after a while, you can always have them replaced. You can go ahead on Aliexpress and purchase a spare wire, or you can even purchase a Bluetooth adapter and essentially turn these into a Bluetooth pair of earphones. So now on the build quality with the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs, you have an all metal design on the shell, or mostly metal design, because you do have some plastic over there in the front. And then for the wire, you have a regular non-removable wire, so if the wire ever does break, you'll basically have to throw these out, unless of course you figure out how to repair these. I just don't really see it being a feasible option to repair these. Now with the Xiaomi triple drivers, you do have a remote, but this remote on here is not compatible with iOS, for the most part at least. So the 3 buttons that you have here, volume up, volume down button, those don't work on iOS, so if you have an iPhone that will not work. But the middle button does work for play, pause, call, and hang up, so I noticed that it works for that, but otherwise the remote is not really compatible with iOS. So now let's talk about the sound quality. So the sound on the KZ ZS5s is very high pitched, and what I mean by that is the highs are too high and the lows and the mids are, I guess, well balanced. But the problem is that because the highs are too high, it really takes out the mids and the lows. So I'm not really a huge fan of the sound signature on these. Maybe they do require more burn-in, so I'm still using them, I'm still testing them out. So I'm hoping that a burn-in will give these a more balanced sound and less sibilance, because I do notice also that the S's are very emphasized with these earphones. So you kind of hear like a S type of thing when the vocalist is pronouncing the S's. That's what I noticed with these. So in terms of the sound quality on these, I'm still kind of waiting on them, but for now, I'm not a huge fan of the sound signature. They're just not my type. It's not for me. You guys might be different. You guys might like it. So if you do like it, I'm sorry if I offended you, but the KZ ZS5s right now, they just don't do it for me. Now, I do want to say that before testing the sound quality on these, I've changed up the tips to a good pair of ear tips. So on the Xiaomi's, I've used a pair of Comply ear tips, and on the KZ ZS5s, I've used a good pair of silicone ear tips that really get a good seal in my ears. So you always want to be using a good pair of ear tips in order to get that good seal and good sound. So now let me talk about the sound quality on the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs. Not to be confused with the regular Pros, these are the HD versions, the difference being that the regular Pro versions have 2 drivers and the Pro HDs have triple drivers. And again, these are the Pro HDs. So the sound clarity on the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs is very good. The highs, lows, and mids are well balanced. Bass is actually a little bit on the lower side, but it's pretty decent. I do personally enjoy it. I enjoy listening to these. I find them to be very easy listening experience. I'm able to really listen to the detail in the music. I prefer these if I'm just laying in my bed and I want to get a relaxing type of signature in my ears of music, so I'll usually just use these. Now my only concern with the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs is the wire. So if there's a lot of wear and tear, like all earphones, you pretty much have to toss them out because the wire is not replaceable on these. Whereas on the KZ ZS5s, the wire is replaceable, so if the wire is ever damaged in any way, you can just switch out the wires. So that's pretty much the only pro with the KZ ZS5s. That's my opinion, obviously. Also, I almost did forget to mention the price on both of these earphones. So the KZ ZS5s are currently selling for 22 bucks off Gearbest, and if you did want to pick up a Xiaomi Pro HD pair, those would cost you about 30 bucks. I will have links below in the description if you guys did want to take a look at them. So the Xiaomis are a little bit more expensive by a few more dollars, but overall they do sound better in my opinion. And then the KZ ZS5s are a little bit cheaper, and you do get the removable wires. So that's going to be it for this quick comparison video. So if you guys were looking to decide between these two pairs of earphones, I would definitely go for the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs. That's my personal preference. I do enjoy the sound a lot better on the Xiaomi Hybrid Pro HDs. So guys, that's going to be it for this comparison review video. If you have any other comparisons that you guys want me to do, let me know in the comment section below and I will definitely get to it. So that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in my next video.